In addition, an emerging technology trend of special and efficient conductors and associated industry is witnessing a greater adoption by the utilities. These conductors not only enhance the operational efficiency, but can also be used for the purpose of reconducting the existing lines that enable utilities to transmit a higher quantum of power through existing corridors and can significantly scale down losses as well as instances of power outages. Further, to increase the current carrying capacity and scale down the transmission losses, utilities are turning towards adoption of innovative products from the manufacturing industry that have 5 to 10 times the current carrying capacity as compared to the conventional conductors. And the upgradation and research is going on further. On the technology front, the industry is witnessing a number of new technology being introduced to enable utilities to augment their capacities without encountering the issues of right-of-way ROW clearances. The positive government initiatives towards the establishment of cross-border electrical networks, coupled with increasing demand for upgradation and revamping of conventional grid transmission structures, will augment the future demands for overhead industry too. Favorable policy interventions in line with positive sectoral schemes have reinforced the electrical industry to share positively the influence by recent announcement in budget and power and renewable sectors. The transmission line total circuit kilometer of network in country is around 6,50,000 circuit kilometer of 66 kV to 765 kV. And presently, the total generation is 377 gigawatt, including conventional and non-conventional energy. In the year 2019-20, we observed an installed capacity for project generation of 370 gigawatt with a peak demand at 184 gigawatt. The capacity is expected to almost double in 10 years to 832 gigawatt by 2030, and this shows the increasing demand and requirement of transmission lines. Further, I wish to congratulate all conductor manufacturers and transmission industry for connecting India as one grid, one nation. They are really connecting all of us. It is heartening today to have such an eminent panel of experts from the power transmission industry with us today, who will be sharing their perspective on the various concerns and challenges this industry is facing and the way forward. I am sure this panel discussion and all the other speakers will really provide lot of insights to all participants. IEEMA would be happy to deliberate on such topics of the national interest from time to time for benefiting all stakeholders, which will also act as knowledge enhancement across the electrical equipment sector. Now I would request our Chief Guest, Mr. Sharma, for his address and guidance for the transmission, conductor and associated industry. Thank you.
Sabuji, just 2 lines from my side because Chairman was not able to unmute himself.
Okay.
First of all, a very warm welcome to the member planning of CEA, Mr. Sandesh Kumar Sharma ji, to this program. One important thing, President, I would like to share before Sandesh ji starts with his address. IEEMA has been very deeply engaged with Sandesh ji since at least 2014. I mean, we have been engaged earlier also, but from 2014, we have been very deeply engaged, particularly on 2 fronts. One is about the apprehension which we started talking about in 2014, about the equipments coming from China. And the second part, very important role was played by him in the Make in India policy of the Government of India. And all the divisions of IMA were connected with him for defining the contours of that policy as far as our equipments were concerned. So these two recent engagements were there, which were very deep, long hours, and I must place on record that Sandesh ji has been a very close friend of IMA and its members for a long time. And thank you once again, Sandesh ji, for being with us today morning.
Thank you.
Sunil ji, can we have a round of applause for Sandesh ji?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. May I start now? May
Yes,
I
sir.
start now? Yeah. Mr. President, Anil Sabuji, Mr. Chairman, if he is now connected, Mr. Ashwin Shah, Mr. Sunil Kumar Mishra ji, I think, what he said is more than what I deserve today. Thank you, Sunil ji, very much. But to be very frank, I am not a friend. I am your family member now. I am a family member of IMA. And it is always a proud privilege and honor to be part of such an august gathering that we have today. Today I am feeling that I am at the center of the power sector, for which I have already completed 30 years of service. So I am very happy and I am thankful to IMA for organizing such an important seminar on new generation conductor in the country or in the power transmission sector. This is something very important. The power sector cannot survive without this. And to be very frank, today I wish to be part of this seminar right from morning to evening, but unfortunately we have certain other assignments, so I may have to leave in between. But I am hopeful that there will be a deep concentrating discussions today, what we are going to benefit the country itself. As we all know, India has some very typical qualities. On one side, our population is growing. On the other side, our economy is growing. And on the third front, our power sector is growing. It is a tremendous growth that we have. As Mr. Anil Sabu pointed out that in another 9 years, we are going to double our capacity. Think of doubling the capacity, but at the same time, think of not doubling, quadrupling the renewable capacity. We will be jumping from 100 gigawatt to 450 gigawatt. And think of the transmission requirements for that. And it is the conductor industry which will be a help and boon to the Indian power sector at that time. In case our industry is not developing, I think our power sector will not develop. So we definitely hope that the industry will grow leap and bounds in the coming future. Today, what we have, as he pointed out, more than 6 lakh kilometer from 66 kV, out of which almost more than 4 lakh kilometer is 220 kV and above network. So, and at the same time, what we are planning in future, it will be doubling also, maybe, because what we know is the renewable power will be coming at areas which are still to be connected with the national grid. So having a common grid and connecting the complete renewable power to the grid, it will be a challenge for the power sector and for the conductor industry. I think on one side, we are talking of the industry. On the other side, we have to consider the cost factor as far as transmission network development is concerned. I think it is 30 to 40% cost is of the conductor. So it is one of the most important parameters what we have to develop. Not only to develop, we have to bring in the advanced technologies. We have to bring in some innovative technologies so that so many parameters what we have is the sec tension, the transmission losses, everything is reduced to minimum. In some of the areas in India today, we have certain bottlenecks also. We are not able to lay new transmission lines. So somehow we have to develop technologies so that we can use the existing towers or we can build the new towers which have a very high transmission capacities. But as Mr. Sunil Mishra ji has said, now we have two things to consider now. Number one is the domestic manufacturing capacity, which we have to take care of it. On the other side, we have to face the challenge of the cyber security, a threat to our grid. So it is not only the conductor manufacturing units, but the R&D network also to be developed by all of you together so that we don't face that challenge. I still remember in 2014-15 when we were discussing this issue, our complete industry was at a collapsing end. We were feeling little suffocated by dumping on some raw materials and other things from some friendly countries, I should say. Today may or may not be, but at that time we were loving that country that they are bringing cheap items to our country. The things have suddenly changed, and in the past few months, it is a sudden move that something has put us on a threat list. So we have to be very careful on that. So somehow we have to take care of that issue also. But I am very sure there is a ray of hope, and I am sure with your support and all, and the policies which Government of India are bringing in today or maybe in future also will change the complete scenario of the Indian power sector. So I'm really thankful to all the manufacturers of the conductor industry, the procurers of conductors, the research associates of this industry to be part and to work together to come out with some innovative solutions to help the power sector. And not only to help the power sector to build the transmission corridors, but to safeguard that also. So these are things I think we are going to discuss today, and it will be good to be part of this. I will request my team to remain there with you during that period. I will also be there as and when I will get some time between the meetings what we have today. And then we hope that things will move very smoothly today and in future also. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening the industry with your valuable thoughts. And now I would request our chairman, Mr. Ashwin Shah, to please welcome the gathering and our chief guest, delegates and speakers. Ashwin sir, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm done. Can you listen me now?
Yes, sir. We can listen to you now.
First of all, I cut sorry figure because there was some Wi-Fi problem and I could not unmute myself. But now everything is okay. Good morning to everybody. I welcome Honorable Chief Guest of the event, Mr. S.K. Sharma, who is also a member planning in CEA. Our IMA President, Mr. Sabu. I also welcome the key speakers of the today, Mr. Ghanshyam Prasad ji, Mr. S.K. Negi Sahib, Mr. KVS Baba ji, Sri Seema Gupta ji, S.K. Mahapatra, Mr. S.K. Mishra, Mr. Chaitanya Desai, Mr. Manish Agrawal ji. I also welcome IMA members, the members of the EPC companies, members of the industries, members of electricity board. You are all most welcome on this national seminar on new age conductors and transmission line. I tell you, this is the first time of its kind of the seminar on a new generation conductors, because with the conventional conductor ROW problem, it is very difficult to carry more power with the conventional conductor. So it is necessary for the industry to understand AL59 conductors, and we have got today very good speakers who will guide us, who will give us more knowledge about AL59 conductors. The first of all, the AL59 conductors started mainly in our Scandinavian countries. And now we have a very good speaker, Mr. Negi, who has put up many lines in Gujarat with the AL59 conductor. And nowadays, solar and wind energy is using the same. I tell you, the conductor industry in India is capable to meet any requirement of conductors, quality, national standard, international standard, everything this industry is capable. I am working in conductor industry apart for 45 years, and I know what is the capability of this country. Even our conductor industry exports more than 3,000 crores worth conductor in a developed and undeveloped countries. The first conductor was used in 1889 in a Oregon City of the USA. It was a 4 kV line, 4,000 volts line, 13-mile line, and conductor transmission system started from that scratch, and today is a multi-million circuit kilometer line in the world. So this conductor industry can meet all the requirements of the nation. Further, this seminar will guide you about AL59 conductors, how much demand will become, that our panelists will tell, and you will get the latest knowledge on conductor. Because IMA decided with the industry that TBCB has finalized latest about 8 big lots of AL59 conductors, about 30,000 kilometers of conductors and 36,000 tons is weight of that conductor. Future is their AL59 conductors. So I request all my colleagues to understand very well. If you have any questions about conductors, you ask these knowledgeable people of the panelists. And if any question arises in future, you can send a mail to IMA. It will be attended, and with help of experts, we will send you very satisfactory reply. I urge upon all you to make maximum use of this seminar, because such seminar happens once in a while, and hence it is necessary for you to take all help of that. I would like IMA Conductor Division and all the sponsors that only because of their initiative, their support, this seminar has been organized. Once again, I warm welcome to everybody to this seminar. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I'm
Thank you, sir, for your address.